What is going on YouTube? Today we have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I was not able to get out of the golf course today, but instead I set the camera up for a little YouTube film at home. We are going to be coming up with 10 biggest struggles for beginner golfers. And we're going to call 10 people and get some ideas from them and get some feedback. Let's jump into it.
Yep.
Yo, what up? You had to give me your number one. What do you think's the hardest?
Swinging too fast and too hard.
Swinging too hard? Yeah, it's a good one.
Swinging too hard is definitely one of them. You're not trying to crush the ball. Like, imagine, a par four, let's say it's 400 yards. If you can hit a 150-yard shot, 2 shots and you're 100 yards out, 3 shots and you're on the pin, you're playing bogey golf as long as you can hit it straight. You don't have to hit it far.
What up?
What's up, Justin? I'm currently writing my 10 biggest struggles for beginners playing golf. What would you think is the biggest beginner struggle for playing golf?
Underclubbing.
Underclubbing. I like that.
Yeah, so everybody thinks they hit the ball further than they actually do. And the one time they did hit their 900, 155 yards, most of the time they hit it 140.
That's a good one. I like that one.
What's up, Guy?
What's up, guy? All right, it's an easy question. If you were a beginner golfer again, what do you think the hardest part of being a beginner golfer is?
Hardest part of being a beginner golfer? I would say for me would probably be alignment. So like distance between where the ball is and between your feet, aligning yourself correctly to the target, making sure your shoulders and hips are kind of lined up with your feet. So I think, it starts with being set up correctly. I think that's probably the most basic thing, but consistency and alignment and ball position are all things that I think even professional golfers still work on and have checkpoints.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Hello?
Yo, give me your number one hardest issue for beginner golfers when you're playing golf.
I don't know. I'd probably say short game seems like it's the hardest for beginner golfers. I'm talking wedges within 50 yards. I feel like a lot of golfers don't take time. Don't take an hour a day to get good at the short game. And if you're bad at the easy stuff, your scorecard's really gonna run up. You're gonna look bad at the end of the day.
So shaving off a couple of shots with the wedges, I like that. This is going good.
What's up?
Yo, what up?
I'm just running downtown right now. What you doing?
Oh, man. And I'm calling you to ask, what do you think the biggest struggle for beginner golfers is?
The mental aspect of the game and picking apart courses. Yeah, course management.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Beyond that, obviously bunkers and off the tee. I think it's mostly mental game though. Because once you can actually hit the ball, then you have to know what to do with the ball.
I like that. That's a good one. Shout out to you running, dude. Look at you. Hey, Bo. So if you started over to when you were a beginner playing golf, what would be the number one thing you think is the biggest struggle?
2 for you. One from my teaching point of view, probably the number one thing that I see people just not doing correctly. Grip pressure is always too tight. Just gripping the club way too tightly. But
Yeah.
as far as struggles go, just learning how to actually play the game and get the ball in the hole. It's not about pretty golf swing. It's about get the ball in the hole.
It's cool that everybody I've called so far, you're the 6th person I've called, and everybody has said something different.
Yeah, right?
That's the coolest part. Everybody has something different. I think this is going to be a cool video to put together for people. The hardest part of this video for me is coming up with 10 phone calls. I was like, I don't think I know 10 people who play.
That's funny. Well, maybe you need to get out and play more.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if that's possible, but yeah, we're going to do it.
That's true, dude.
Yo.
What's up, dog?
Hey, I'm throwing together a YouTube video where I'm calling people, asking them what the hardest part of golf for a beginner is. What do you think the hardest thing as a beginner golfer is?
Trying to find a comfortable stance and a solid foundation, like a routine. Find a routine too.
Consistent setup, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Find a consistent setup and.
I like that. It's good. All right, that's it.
Mr. Stevens?
Hey, Papa. Getting a list of 10 things that are the hardest things to do for a beginner golfer. So, if you could give me one thing you think is the hardest thing to do for beginner golfers, what would it be?
The hardest thing for a beginning golfer to learn to do is to stay still over the golf ball.
I like that. That's good.
If you lean back or you get on your back foot, or stay still over the golf ball.
Please.
Yeah, don't look up before you lunge at it. Stay still.
All right. That's all I needed.
All right, Cole.
All right. Thank you, Papa.
Have a good afternoon.
You too. Okie dokie. So we had 8 phone calls and 8 points listed here. And for the last 2 points, I'm going to put my own points. I was surprised that everybody gave different responses. That was pretty neat. So I don't have to call anybody twice. The first and most important point for beginner golfers is managing frustration. It's easy to hit a couple of bad shots and let it ruin your entire time on the golf course. But it is most important to let the shots go when you hit bad ones. Everybody hits bad ones. It is what it is. That's the game of golf. Even professionals hit bad shots. So that was my first one. And my second one, which arguably could be the most important, is putting. Putting is by far like one of the hardest things to do as a beginner golfer, but also one of the easiest if you just practice it. It's not as shiny and as cool, but at the end of the day, it's what gets the ball in the cup, and that's actually how you score. So putting, I would say, is probably the most challenging for beginner golfers, mainly because it's not practiced enough, and it's also just simply hard to do. Anyway, if you guys like the content, like the video, comment, subscribe, and as always, we will catch you in the next one. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, so please, please, please share the video with your friends. Peace.